Hello, NPS. It's your girl, Renise Washington, aka Wellness Specialist, but as we really know, Wellness Queen. This week, I just wanted to touch a little bit on relationships. Anybody who knows me knows I'm the relationships girl. I love a good connection. But what we also realized recently from our Attorney General that loneliness is an epidemic that Americans are facing. Through these last 3 years, we have been disconnected in a variety of ways, out of fear, out of protection. It could also be out of just not wanting to be involved in some of the chaos we are seeing socially. When it comes to loneliness, for some, it might sound as easy as, go find a friend, go on the internet. And we're going to get into some of the reasons how that's helpful, but also doesn't replace true connection. If it was as easy to connect as it's always been, I imagine that we would. However, we are experiencing unprecedented times that doesn't necessarily make connection feel worth it on occasion. And with that being said, we are watching self-harm rates increase. We are watching that impact the workplace. When employees, when staff, when people don't feel like they belong, why would they stay? When people don't feel a connection, why would they work harder? And so when we're talking about loneliness, it's mental health, it's healthcare. Those of us who are feeling isolated and not as connected, there tends to be a relation to what that looks like in healthcare costs. And so the data is screaming at us that we need to connect. But unfortunately, sometimes we don't always take the hint. And so this week, I really want us to reflect on how are we connected to people? Yes, we can share memes, we can be a part of Teacher Misery, which I enjoy that page. However, never substitute the moments where we need hugs, where we need closeness, where I need someone to look me in the face and tell me you actually did a good job and your productivity does not equate your worth. These are connections we need. We can interact all day. We love a good happy hour. We love getting together like once or twice a year as a staff. But real connection is making those thoughts known, sharing insight, and allowing someone to share the space with you. So this week, how are we showing up for each other? Are we challenging toxic mindsets? It's easy to swirl. For some of us, there's not a lot of highlights going on, but I encourage you to fight against the grain of a culture that wants you to disconnect from yourself. Connect back to your humanity, and you'll find people there. You'll find connections there. You'll find relationships there. So how are you showing up for others? But also, how are you allowing others to show up for you? Just something to think about this week. Thanks, NPS.